game. Sports. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the front.
Continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here. Results in 35 yards. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played. All 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff for Gurley. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Brees. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Brees to Adam Thielen for an NFC first down. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down. He finds a way to convert.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing.
And he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Todd Gurley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Mahomes going to throw, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down for Patrick Mahomes. What a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now here's Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw...
And he will score. Touchdown, AFC. Aaron tying this game up. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake. Breeze. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The Bengals' Geno Atkins on the stop. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and the last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. 3rd down here.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Well, you know, it's hard for some of these guys to get on the same page because they've only been practicing together for a week, but these two, I think they're pretty familiar.
I would say so, right? You go back to OTAs, mini camps, preseason camp, games, the whole deal. They ought to know each other pretty well, and in an all-star game like this, Key situations, you find someone like that who you know will be exactly where you think they're supposed to be.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Breeze to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. Zach Ertz from 4 yards out. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you.
We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando. And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the AFC is within a 2-point conversion of tying this football game. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So we're at halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Mahomes caught left side Hopkins. And He slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A good pickup there, a 22.
But that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he finds Cook. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Still going. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. But in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the 1st down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion. Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Breeze now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end, Zach Ertz, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, we've talked about this game being hosted here in Orlando, and you and I are quite familiar with this place, especially you. You live, what, 20, 25 minutes from here?
Yeah, not bad at all, right? An easy trip to come right to the studios here in Orlando. You, of course, have to give a little bit more effort, a quick flight, then you're here, but you've learned this city quite well. And how about it, the Madden studios right here in Orlando? That's where Coach and the guys hang out as well. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
The Panthers' Luke Kuechly there on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Luke Kuechly, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. To throw, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to...
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Benardrick McKinney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Bobby Wagner of Seattle, he'll get credited for the tackle. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. He was taken down by Ryan Kerrigan of Washington. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 2nd down. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well,
throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Mahomes to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Fights free yet again.
Let's go.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Breeze to throw on second down. Thomas has got it, complete. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a third and about 13. You're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. They're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself,
welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy the Madden you already know and love with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game and exhibition.
Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that